Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kahawa Chat. Oh, sorry, Kahawa Talks. So today, this month we March, and it's Women's Month. And we decided just to invite a woman working in coffee producing country. And today we have Josephine. I call her Mrs. Boss because she is a boss. And she's going just to share with us her experience working in a coffee industry in coffee producing country, which is Kenya today. So, Josephine, thank you very much for being here. Welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. So, can you tell our fan what is your role in the industry? First, who are you and what is your role in the industry?
Thank you, Regine, for having me. I'm very excited to celebrate the Women's Month and in coffee. I've been in coffee for many years, I think for my entire life. I was born and brought up in a coffee farm and began picking coffee at the age of 4, understanding how coffee works. So I was brought up in a coffee farm in Nyeri County. I come from a family estate called KIGUTA Coffee. And we've been growing coffee for over 40 years. And basically, I've grown through the value chain, understanding how producers work. Then about 6 years ago, I got to get into the coffee trade. And I sat on the board of the Nairobi Coffee Exchange as the chairperson for 2 years. And from there, I was able to be introduced to the other side of the coffee world on what marketing is all about, what grades are sold at what levels, how do people trade coffee on the auction floor. And about a year ago, I got into sheet trades. And from sheet trades, I got to experience to understand the other side of coffee, value addition, and how it can really help me in understanding coffee better and helping manage my estate better. So being a coffee farm, my mom works as the operations person. I help her with the marketing aspects, understanding what has gone to the market, how is our coffee, and basically trying to see how can we value add to be able to get our coffee out there to the world.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That is something I didn't expect to be. That is great.
Yeah.
That is really great. So, we had a really bad year, and it's true many times in the program I talk about it. I need to understand, to have a broader pictures about each experience, how people really deal with the situation of COVID-19. So how this big outbreak just affect your business?
Okay. For COVID, what I can say is what it affected us as farmers is basically the impact was not too great because the farm is in rural Kenya. But basically, we had to have a semblance of change in operations because previously, if you had a good harvest, you'd run operations till late at night. But when COVID came in and reduced numbers of hours because you have to let people go home early, so that they are able to beat the curfew. So you end up paying people for less hours. Then we had issues that you have to now change how you operate in terms of you must have masks, you have to have social distancing in the working area. So basically, it was mainly change of operations and especially change of operation hours. And the staffing, of course, you have to get protective gear for them. So that was the impact. Outwardly, the marketing was not really affected because at least the government allowed movement of coffee from the farm to the mill. That was taken care of. So basically, I can say the biggest impact was as far as operations on the farms were concerned because of timing and the slight increase in cost because of the protective gears that we had to have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And for you, obviously, it affects on also marketing, but for the people who work for you, also picker, how did this affect them? Because you have to lose less hours, so bringing less money at home.
Yeah. One of the things that we did, especially for the guys who work for us, as much as we had reduced hours, we didn't really cut it off because these are people who their families depend on this and they have their children out from school. So the children are home, and so they have additional costs. So what we did as a farm, we did not reduce their wages. We just kept it at the same constant level, because again, you expect once things go back to operations, sometimes they give you extra hours. So you have to balance, and also on a humanitarian level, you have to actually ensure that their wages are not affected. So for us, what we did not adjust the wages based on the fact that they actually needed to feed their families and at this very vulnerable time. So for us, we opted, let's take in the cost as a business and ensure our people are well taken care of. Because at the end of the day, these are your neighbors, and yeah, you have to make sure that your neighbor is happy as well.
Oh yeah. That is really important. Yeah. Because after it just reflects on yourself. You do something bad to someone. Yeah, exactly. Karma. Yeah. So you have to be careful with this. So you tell us that you also doing the export, you trading your coffee. Where is your market in the world?
We're just starting out in trading of coffee and in value addition of coffee, and we're just starting out as of now. But we've been depending on our marketers to market for us our coffee, and it goes all around the world. We have a bit of specialty coffee, and the rest we sell it to the commercial grades. We market our coffee all around the world. Specialty mainly goes to US and Europe. For the commercial grades all over the world. What we hope to do is also introduce, once we start value addition, we want to start it out in our country, just to let people know, everyone knows we're in coffee. So like, we want people around us to have the coffee, and people, our friends, relatives who come from abroad or wherever, when they come to our farm, we want them to taste our coffee. So we want to market more of our coffee also locally. We want to start the value addition. So we'll sell some, and then of course have some value-added coffee to be sold locally.
Okay, so we can help.
Yes, yes, we will find
that. That's where we can help. We're dealing with the roaster, we're dealing with the packaging, we're dealing with all this. This is something that's going to be done so soon. Remember, you're going to have a coffee, all right? I'm going to put all the contact below the screen, so you will be able to contact her. If you want to know more, you can also contact us at learncoffee@brc.ac.ke, and I can give you much more contact about our value addition coffee, means the roasting, private label and white label, and also much more information about Josephine and her coffee. So you will know much more because I put it somewhere into the screen.
Yes, we'll be actually, just to add on that, we'll be selling our coffee under the brand name, Farm Fresh Coffee. And so we look out for that brand.
Okay, no problem. So anything, even what she say, I still don't have the link. Don't worry, we'll add it. Just contact us. We'll put you in contact with her. Okay? No problem. So that was a great talk. Thank you very much. But it's not finished.
Yes.
So for all the women working in a coffee industry, in coffee producing country, can you give some word of support for this fantastic Women's Month?
Okay. I think just another cap into my heart is I'm very passionate about women in the coffee value chain, because when I got in, there are not too many women. A lot of women, you'll find them providing the manual labor, picking, and at the farm level. But I'm encouraged to see young women getting into coffee, especially doing the roasting, doing barista, and what I would encourage them is it's previously thought to be a male-dominated field, but I think there's a lot of space for women, because women are determined. Women are able to actually multitask, and so you can be able to concentrate. You can be a producer. You can value add, and I think there's a lot of space for women, and it's not so hard. It's something. It's actually doable. Like if you look at Regine, she's able to do so much. She has so much knowledge, and there's a lot of knowledge to be passed on. And so I think I would encourage more women, especially the younger women, get into any part of the value chain, because there's a lot in the value chain. You can get in as a producer, as a marketer, roaster. There's so much for women. I would encourage more women to get into it.
Yes, exactly. This is what we need. Thank you very much, Josephine,
Thank you
for this beautiful time with you. So don't forget, don't worry, I will put, you may see them already right now, all the contact. And if you don't have the contact, contact us. We put you in contact with her. Her coffee is going to be also available here at BIHC Coffee School when we have the coffee shop. And like this, you will be able to also through us market your coffee. And it's what we do, supporting women in the coffee industry, supporting coffee producer in East Africa. So let's do it and let's be stronger. Like I always say, pamoja tunaweza.
Pamoja tunaweza.
She's saying better than me. Together we can. So let's do it and let's be strong together. And let's celebrate all the women in the coffee producing, in the coffee industry, working at the coffee producing country. Have a happy and wonderful month. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.